Alrighty then. It looks like the Buffalo Bills is headed to Detroit. All right. NFL moves the Bills and Browns to Detroit over Snowstorm in Buffalo. Yep. Snowstorm in Buffalo. So yep, it's moving to Detroit. In these situations, usually the tickets are free or something like that. So I don't know. Usually they're free. So I mean, you get to see Josh Allen. And they're gonna be in Detroit next week for Thanksgiving on a short week. So if the owner ain't too cheap, they might as well stay in Detroit for a couple of weeks. So would that cost money to stay in a hotel for 2 weeks? But to the NFL, they got it. They got it. Well, they said the NFL moves Browns and Bills games to Detroit over due to snowstorm. The Buffalo Bills home game against Cleveland Browns is being relocated to Detroit due to winter storm with the lake effect snow that is expected to hit western New York over the next couple of days. The game remains scheduled for 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're expected to get up to 5 feet of snow over the course of Thursday night through Saturday night, with thunder and inclement conditions also expected. The team said the decision to move the game from Highmark Stadium was done in consultation. My bad. You know what I'm saying? They consult, with Buffalo Bills and local state authorities as the region prepares for the storm. The final decision came from the league office, but there have been communications with all parties involved. The wind gusts are also expected to be make travel more difficult. It is not expected to be snowing during the actual time of the game is scheduled to take place. The decision to move the game to Detroit has everything to do with safety. Bills Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer Ryan Russia said safety first has been what we've been talking about in really the past 48 to 72 hours. Moving the game was not finalized until Thursday afternoon with the Bills practicing outside Thursday in anticipation of the game. The team did practice indoors Fieldhouse Wednesday. The Bills are planning to try to keep a normal schedule as possible for the away game. They are aiming to practice Friday if able, per General Manager Brandon Beane, and fly to Detroit on Saturday. They're planning to fly back Sunday after the game if the weather allows, and have a short practice week before heading back to Detroit on Thanksgiving. So obviously they ain't gonna be staying in Detroit, which they should. I remember it snowed so bad there that the fans volunteered to shovel out the stadium. So they can potentially play a game there. So this ain't the first time this happened. I think the last time it happened was in 2015, 2012 versus the Jets or whatever. So, so it is what it is. The team is planning to use the visitor side. So the team is planning to use the visitor side of Ford Field so that it's the same way when they return the game 4 days later. I'm not sure what the ticket's going to be like. So, yeah, this is 2014 that happened versus the Jets. So, with the news, the Bills and Rams betting on the Buffalo, Detroit, all previous bets made on the game are voided per Caesar Sportsbook rules. So total move to 47.5 to 40, which moved from 47.5 to 42 is right for until they can't avoid all bet. So it is what it is. Those with tickets to the game, which probably will have money reimbursed, new pre-sale tickets for the game in Detroit, or they selling tickets then. For a cheaper price than normal game tickets, Bill season holders and fans get first access. So obviously they charge. I mean, at one point it was free when they got relocated. One time, maybe because it was so short notice. So I mean, it is what it is. You want to see Nick Chubb, Josh Allen, and don't want to deal with the Thanksgiving parade and that crowd. They be running marathons. I used to work the Thanksgiving game, man. Never again, bro. I would never, ever, 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 ever want to go down there for Thanksgiving. It is terrible. I mean, traffic is terrible. The fans are drunk. It's just anybody that experienced it. If you like that, you like it, bro. But I'm good. I don't like being around too many people. But it's a good way. Cheaper ticket. Yeah, cheaper ticket, man. You can, see Josh Allen, see Stephon Diggs, see Nick Chubb. Won't see Deshaun Watson, but won't see Deshaun Watson. But hey, see some guys out there, man, and cheaper ticket. I might think about doing it. I like the in-home NFL experience so much, dude, that I'm good. But yeah, the in-game experience is pretty good too, though, but just not on Thanksgiving. just not on Thanksgiving. So, this is my opinion on it. So it's not on Thanksgiving, but I mean, cool. I don't know what kind of really went into Detroit being the home. Uh, you know, uh, relocating to Buffalo. I guess not having a home game in Detroit, they'd be in New York. New York, utilizing the field. They probably utilizing their field every week due to having the due to having two teams playing in MetLife. So I also heard they getting the MLS stadium in Queens. That's what I think I was reading. So yeah, that's what I think I was reading. So you know, interesting, uh but yeah, it's football, so it's still gonna be 1 p.m. It kind of probably makes sense for them dudes to stay in the it probably makes sense for them dudes to stay in Detroit. To me it do, but maybe they, obviously it costs money to stay here. Players being away from home, probably got to shovel out homes, maintain homes, and all that type of stuff. So I get it. So get an opportunity to see somebody other than the Detroit Lions. It happens. But not. It's not a usual thing. But yeah, still a good football game. I think the Browns have 6 losses too. They had that loss to the Jets that looked bad on paper. I think they lost to Joe Flacco too, which Joe Flacco like a better quarterback than Zach Wilson right now. I know they got some offensive line problems, but yeah, they kind of really need this game. If they kind of want to stay in playoff contention. But then again, in the NFC, we 1.5 games out of the playoffs. You got to remember they added the 17th game, but then again, I don't think it's realistic. Deshaun Watson not gonna come back after a year and over a year and a half and take the NFL by storm. People expect Ben Simmons to come back for the Brooklyn Nets and be, Ben Simmons, dude, after taking a year off and having back surgery. Hate to break it to people, it don't work. The NFL and sports don't work that way. NBA or NFL, it don't work that way. So hate to break it to people, that it don't really work that way. But nonetheless, man, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Check out, I guess, the Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in description. Link tree the first link in description. Peace.